Hey there, I'm Steve, and welcome to Jemson Entertainment. And welcome to the conversation. Just before we get started, there are many ways you can help. You can like and subscribe so you never miss a conversation. But most importantly, please share this video. Get the word out there's a community we can talk about all things that we love. Today on Throwback Thursday, we're looking at Clerks II. In addition to the cast from the first one, you also have it starring Jennifer Schwalbach Smith, sorry if I mispronounced that, Kevin Smith's wife, Trevor Furman, Rosario Dawson, Ben Affleck, Ethan Suplee, Jason Lee, Kevin Wiseman, Earthquake, Wanda Sykes, who I've met at an old job of mine. I made keys for her a couple times, and Zach Knudsen. So the last review I mentioned in post that Dante was in a love triangle. I'm not going to say that this suffers from sequel-itis. I would just say the history doesn't repeat, it rhymes. This one opens up in black and white with the quick stop being on fire when Dante gets there to open up the store. I guess it goes out of business because it can't come back from that despite insurance, because insurance doesn't really cover everything. And so him and Randall go to another seemingly dead-end job and work for a fast food place called Moobies. And Dante finds himself in another love triangle. His fiancée Emma and his boss Becky. The reason why I won't say this suffers from sequel-itis, well, the jokes are different, so this is equally as hilarious as the first one. All the actors still have great chemistry together. I mean, obviously the actors from the first one would, but the actors in this one with the old ones equally make it believable. And history does rhyme. I find it completely believable that a person would find themselves in the same romantic conundrum that they were last time. I mean, I've been in similar relationships, so yeah, it's not completely outlandish. There are certainly outlandish things in here. For instance, there's a whole dance number, and because there's more of a budget for this one, Kevin Smith really ups the game on the adult jokes and some really racy jokes, kind of put it mildly. So with Randall and Dante being in a similar situation, their conversations about life haven't changed that much either. Randall, for the most part, is a nihilist. I think what keeps him being complete nihilistic is Dante, because he points that out later in the movie. He's like the yin to his yang. To change things up, not only is Dante in a love triangle again, but the woman he's engaged to, Emma, they are going to be moving to Florida. Becky's not the only one that seems to be upset about this. Randall is very upset about this because he's losing the only friend he really ever had. That plays a huge role in this movie. And Kevin Smith did it again. He made another movie that reflects life. Just like it seems like he went to the quick stop and dropped the camera there, he did the same thing here with this Moobies, which I'm pretty sure Moobies is a fictional franchise. Jay and Silent Bob are back in this because that's a staple of this universe. They're just as hilarious as they are in the first one. And a new character is brought in named Elias. He's a kid working with Randall and Dante, and his naivety is hilarious. What makes the conversations between Randall and Dante seem more daunting, from their perspective, or at least Dante's perspective, when they were having these conversations about life, he felt as though he still had his life in front of him in his early 20s back in the first Clerks movie. And now that he's in his early 30s, he really feels that the next step is to leave what he knows behind and do what he feels is a grown-up thing to do. And Randall will always counter that argument with do what feels right for you, not what's expected of you. That was his argument in the first movie too. Although now he has a clearer vision of what he wants to do with his life. Without me telling you, you wouldn't know that there's a lot of long pauses in this review because I'm reflecting on my own life and how much I see myself in these characters. I won't go into it mostly because I made a whole promo video about it. Long story short, every day I do my best to become the man I was made to be. Guess I'm playing the long game. You've noticed in the beginning and end of my videos, I'm advertising the Teespring store that I have. I also really enjoy making these videos. I'm grateful for every subscriber that I have. It's pretty awesome that you joined this small community of mine. And I always look forward to talking movies and everything that we love together because it's really kind of keeping me sane. I don't know where I'd be if I wasn't doing this. So thank you for being there. Next up is Clerks 3. I haven't seen it. In putting together the first review, I've seen seen bits and pieces, or at least what I think are bits and pieces of the third one. I'm really hoping it's not what I saw, but I won't know until I watch it. Just like the first one, I highly recommend you get this on Blu-ray. Those are my thoughts on Clerks 2 and how I relate to these movies. One of the reasons why I love them so much. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and live your imagination.